Welcome back to Business Vibes Only. I am Martika Lee, the founder and CEO of Just Mind Your Biz LLC. Now, first things first, I want to officially announce that Just Mind Your Biz is now an affiliate of NAV Prime. NAV Prime is the number one tool for building business credit, and they provide you access to viewing your business credit score across multiple bureaus, okay? So if you're interested in building your business credit, the account is free. Click the link in the description and you can start today. Now, once again, I'm back for Tax Tips Tuesday, all right? Just like I promised, I'll be providing tax tips and information to prepare you for the upcoming tax season. So I figured let's just start with what I'm seeing across social media, right? Like by now, I guess you've heard we're supposed to be receiving a stimmy, a stimulus check, a little extra tax refund from the Trump administration. What you think? Let's talk business. So across social media, there are rumors going around that we're supposed to be receiving another stimulus check. Like the ones that were given in 2020 and 2021 as part of the COVID relief. Even my grandmother called me last week. I kid you not. Okay. My grandmother called me and was like, hey, like, is this true? So I figured let's go through some social media cap or facts. All right. And y'all know the answer to this one already. All right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to bring you the bad news, but that's cap. It's completely. That's cap. No such laws have been passed, nor has the IRS made an official announcement as of now, as of right now. Now, anything could happen. It could change. But as of right now, that is false information completely. Now, there are some changes that might increase your tax refund, but it's definitely not a bonus. It's not a stimulus check. So, like, for example, the earned income tax credit is increasing about $200 depending on how many qualifying children that you're claiming. Also, the standard deduction, which is it's adjusted upward each year to account for inflation, but the standard deduction is increasing to it's $15,750 for single filers. It's $31,500 for married filing joint, and it is $23,625 for head of household. And just so you know, the standard deduction is the amount that's deducted from your income in order to calculate your taxable income. Your taxable income is what determines your tax liability. All right. So I'm sorry, no stimmy. Number 2, cap or facts. Y'all let me know. Let me know what you think. The One Big Beautiful Bill has reduced the tax rates. So that means we're all getting a much bigger refund. Y'all know. That's cap. But there are some half-truths to it. It's just not as simple as what is being stated across social media. So let's talk about it. So like I said, the standard deduction is increasing, and also up to $25,000 in tip income is exempt from federal taxes. That is huge for the service-based industry, for individuals that receive large amounts in tip income. Up to $25,000 is now exempt from federal taxes. Also, up to $12,500 of overtime pay is exempt from federal taxes. And there's one more that I'd like to add that I feel like a lot of people don't know about, and that is auto loan interest is now deductible up to $10,000 for vehicles assembled in the U.S. These deductions are not a guarantee that you're going to receive a larger tax refund, all right? But it might reduce your taxable income. And let's be clear on something. Like, and I'm talking just regarding deductions, not tax credits, just deductions. A tax refund is your money. It's money that you overpaid to the government throughout the year, and now they're just giving it back to you. It's not a bonus, all right? All right, number 3, cap or facts. You do not have to report your side hustle income if it's less than $20,000. What y'all think? Now, if you watched my episode last week, you already know the answer to this. That's cap. Now, I don't agree with it. So don't get mad at me. I'm just the messenger. But the IRS requires that you report all income, all right? Especially your self-employment income, whether it's a hobby or a business, like I talked about last week, or your side hustle, whatever you want to call it. The IRS requires that you report it. So if it's $50 or $50,000, they want to know. Hey, do with that information what you will. I'm just trying to spread the truth. That's all. Number 4, cap of facts. The IRS will not allow you to file your taxes if you owe. Now, who said that?
Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
That's cap. Y'all know this already. That's cap. Come on now. Like, that was an easy Google search. Or even if you don't trust the Google search, right? You can go right to the IRS website and look that up for yourself. That's cap. Now listen, come close. Let's talk about this one. Don't avoid filing your taxes because you owe. All right. If anything, you're going to pay more in penalties for filing late and interest on what you owe. So please file your taxes. Owing is manageable. Believe it or not, owing is manageable. There are a lot of options available to you if you owe, but don't make it worse by not filing, okay? And by the way, you only have 3 years to claim a tax refund. So if you file late and you are due a refund, there's no penalty for filing late. But if you file late and you owe the IRS, there's definitely a penalty. All right. It's kind of like, it's like when they owe you, no problem. Take your time. But if you owe them, I need my money on time. Okay. So please don't avoid filing all because you owe. That is manageable. Reduce your tax liability by filing on time. And last but not least, cap of facts. Small businesses can pretty much write off anything as long as it's used for the business. Now, once again, if you watched last week's episode, you know the answer to this. That's cap. TikTok got y'all thinking that everything is a write-off. No, you cannot write off every purchase just because it helps your business or it's sometimes used for work. No, if you remember from last week, I kept saying certain terms and phrases over and over again, like ordinary and necessary for the business and conducting business on a regular basis. These terms are specifically used by the IRS to determine what a qualified deduction is. So please don't write off your entire vacation because you responded to one email during a trip. Don't do that. Also, don't try to use the home office deduction and write off your entire rent or mortgage expense all because you keep your laptop in the living room. Don't do that. Check out last week's episode. I talk more about the home office deduction. And I want you to know, I am a huge advocate for business deductions. We can talk write-offs all day long, but let's make sure it's legal and it's documented, okay? You know, it still shocks me every day how the misinformation regarding tax law just spreads so quickly across social media. But I mean, I realize that it's clickbait. So it gets your attention, which results to more views for content creators. But that doesn't make the information right. So I need you to do your research, please. I need you to read the articles and not just the headlines, and follow more professionals like myself. You know, I'm not trying to steer you wrong at all. I want to make sure that you have all the information that you need. I want to make sure you feel supported as well for this upcoming tax season. Like today's Tax Tips Tuesday, it wasn't just for small business owners. It also applies to individual taxpayers, right? I want to make sure that you feel like you have everything that you need so that when you're going across social media, when you're scrolling at night and you come across something that catches your attention, you're like, hold on, let me look this up. All the information that I provide you can find evidence on the IRS website for sure. So keep in mind, everybody wants more money. It's not the internet's job to give you accurate information. It's the internet's purpose to sell you hope, not accuracy. So if you found today's episode helpful, please like and subscribe. And please be sure to share it to somebody that you know, especially that person that you know that's waiting on that stimulus check. I'll be back next week. So until then, thank you so much for watching. Let's talk business later.